the city as hurting themselves by bringing tax to the people that are going to bring more people in here.
More taxes could be the reality for every business owner in Niagara Falls next year. Mismanagement over years is the result, some say, of a proposed 14.7 commercial tax hike. It's one of the many proposals in the mayor's budget that's not sitting well with a lot of people. News 4's Rachel Monjovi has more on why business owners say they cannot afford it. Rachel?
Nalina, this tax hike is just another burden added on to Niagara Falls taxpayers. Many fear that this will discourage any new development in the city, and some worry it could even force out some of the businesses who've been there for decades.
You can't slap more taxes onto the small business.
What they're proposing is over the edge and keeping business from coming into the city.
Could driving taxes up drive business out? That's the question on many business owners' minds in Niagara Falls. The mayor's budget proposal includes increasing commercial taxes by 14.7%.
Right now, the mayor's proposed budget has us going over the tax cap here in the city to about 2.3 million, where we should only be at about 870,000.
City Councilman Kenny Tompkins says it's not because of lost casino funds. He says it's poor management.
Oh, we're absolutely doing everything under our power to try and bring that down as far as we can bring it down. But I'd like to see us get the commercial tax down to about 6%.
Business owner Leonard Zentera says the increase could make him reconsider any expansion plans.
A lot of it would. I mean, those costs just get transferred on and on and on.
These businesses can't afford it anymore. You got to do something.
Also in the mayor's budget is a 2.7 residential tax increase. Some say that's not fair.
I do not, and I cannot afford any more.
Niagara Falls is a city that's living paycheck to paycheck today. That's what we're doing. We have to become more creative.
Wednesday is the final budget meeting for City Council. They will vote on the tax increases along with other cuts, and then it heads to the mayor's desk. Reporting live, Rachel Monjovi, News 4 at 10.
Rachel, thank you. And the Niagara Falls Water Board put off a vote on a proposed rate hike, and now the board could change how much the increase could be for taxpayers. More on this is coming up at 10:30. All new at 10, a Buffalo teen has admitted to shooting two other teens. One of those teens died. 17-year-old Loren Goins pleaded guilty today to first-degree manslaughter and attempted murder. Authorities say that the suspect, who was 16 at the time, shot two other 16-year-olds. One of the teens, Christian Piazza, died. Goins faces up to 25 years in prison. He will be sentenced January 9th. Also new at 10, a 19-year-old from Buffalo has been arraigned on a murder charge. The Erie County District Attorney's Office says Isaiah Rogers has pleaded not guilty to shooting and killing 25-year-old Calvin Williams. The shooting happened at Price Avenue in June. Rogers faces 25 years to life in prison. A Florida teen and person of interest in connection to a murder in Florida will spend the next few days here in Buffalo. 15-year-old Logan Mott's extradition hearing was postponed until at least Wednesday. Mott was taken into custody by U.S. Customs and Border Protection Friday after making a wrong turn at the Peace Bridge. Officers say there was a grand theft auto warrant out for his arrest connected to the murder case. Police say the remains of Christina French were discovered earlier on Friday in a shallow grave at a Florida home. So far, he has not been charged in this case. Mott's mother says he and his grandmother had a good relationship, and his lawyer insists he's innocent.
She would never abandon Logan. She would never not answer her phone. She's just wonderful, and Logan loved her, and she loved Logan. I mean, without a doubt.
We're talking about a child here in ninth grade, a 15-year-old boy, and I would ask that people not jump to any conclusions until a thorough investigation has been completed.
Mott can either challenge the arrest warrant or agree to go back to Florida and face any charges there. We will let you know what happens. A dispute over who is in charge at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is now in the hands of a federal court. Mick Mulvaney is President Trump's pick to temporarily take over the watchdog group from Richard Cordray, who resigned Friday. But Cordray, an Obama appointee, had already announced Deputy Director Leandra English would replace him. English filed a lawsuit last night to block Mulvaney, who is an outspoken opponent of the CFPB. The Independent Bureau was created in the wake of the 2008 financial crisis to protect consumers and keep watch over financial institutions. A United States senator is accusing the president of saying a racial slur directed at her. Here's Chief Congressional Correspondent Nancy Cordes.